Now, blessed people, the Lord Almighty has spoken with me this night actually. This particular night we are still on, and the time now is about 1:36 a.m. East African time, and we are talking Wednesday, the 2nd of April, the year 2025. So the Lord Almighty has spoken with me, blessed people, on this day. And today, right now, the time is 4:37. Let me check this. Surely that's another time zone. It is 4:37. It is 4:37 a.m. East African time. 4:37 a.m. East African time. It's Wednesday, April the 2nd, the year 2025, and I'm coming to you with this very, very important conversation that the Lord has had with me. I was simply seated on the chair, then the Lord, with some leaders, were doing a Bible study. I was talking about the mystery. Yes, I was talking about the mystery, this tremendous mystery. How come they were not able to read it in the Old Testament? They searched how the Messiah would come, so they wouldn't see. They did not see that when he comes, there would be a gap. There would be a space. He would talk about the age to come. He would talk about the past, the ages past, the present wicked, evil age, and the age to come. And they thought he would set up the kingdom right away upon the arrival. But because they studied scripture, Isaiah chapter 9, 6-7, they saw he would come on the throne of David and establish the kingdom. And then they read Daniel chapter 2, 44, 5, and it will come like a military king to destroy the oppressors, those who had colonized them, the Roman Empire that had dominated them and ruled over them. He would come to destroy the rock that destroyed the statue, and then form the eternal kingdom, not to be left to any other people again. So they thought, can I do so? Only to be shocked that there was a mystery that was not written in the Old Testament. They could not think it. That the Messiah would come, and they talk about the age to come, meaning there would be a gap to admit the Gentile church. So the teaching out there in one of the rooms here at the Azibu, and then I fell asleep. And this is what the Lord spoke when I fell asleep. I see two aircraft. It's not one but two. It's something that happened in the night. And those two aircraft, they literally spraying fire. They spray fire and devastate a country. Again, I see two aircraft in the darkness, in the night. So the fire they shoot is red. And it's coming from one particular portal of the aircraft and spraying in different direction, meaning these aircraft that they can shoot many targets at the same time, military aircraft. Now you know very well that the people that ever since 27th of September 2005, when the Lord Almighty spoke to me from Mbeya, Tanzania. And he showed me the Iran nuclear war. 2005, September, in Tanzania. After that, I came and held a meeting at Busi Stadium. And then that's when I did a meeting at Busi Stadium, right from Tanzania. From there, near the border with Zambia, Mbeya, Tanzania. 2005, September, when the Lord showed me Iran nuclear war for the first time, and he showed me that 2 missiles would be fired, And those missiles have a tail like copper. And the tail has fins. The fins, meaning the vertical protrusions from the tail. And the tail is either copper or brass. The specific two missiles. And those missiles, when they are fired, I saw they are fired, and they rotate anti-clockwise. The fins, their tail fins rotate when they are fired. The tail fins rotate anti-clockwise. And those two missiles, they strike the nuclear facility at the foot of a mountain in Iran, the desert of Iran. And ever since then, I've located that facility, that nuclear power station called Natanz Nuclear Power Station in Iran. And I've given this prophecy again and again across many, many nations. And I've said that this prophecy, where the Lord is bringing forth this prophecy of the Iran nuclear war, is such that this prophecy, this occurrence will have significant impact on the coming of the Messiah. We don't know whether it happens after the church or before. But whenever it happens, it will be significant. The effect. Make sure that if there is distortion in the sound, you disconnect me and I come back. It's very important that this is recorded very well and documented as many times as possible. If the network becomes fuzzy, you simply disconnect me, I'll call back. But it's important that this is documented right. Again, I say it. The Lord today has had a significant conversation with me about what is about to befall the earth. It's urgent, something very, very critical is about to befall the earth that will change the entire landscape of this earth totally. The spiritual landscape, the physical landscape, political landscape, and everything. And I say, from there, Tanzania, the year 2005, September, when the Lord spoke with me about the Iran nuclear war. And I said, in that tremendous conversation by Jehovah God, he made it clear that this is the prophetic timeline of God. And he, at that time, showed me two missiles that are going to be fired that will hit a nuclear facility in Iran at the foot of a mountain in a desert. And ever since then, I've located that is the Natanz Nuclear Power Station. And so, I have given this prophecy all over the earth. I've said there is a big war coming in Iran, whereby the Iranian nuclear facilities will be blown up. They will be detonated. They will be blasted. And the fire that comes from there has never ever been seen ever since the earth was created. The huge fire that spreads as far as the east is the west and goes as far all into the heaven. And inside the fire, there are small flames. That's when I knew that is nuclear material that has exploded. It's like a nuclear bomb has exploded. But there are two particular missiles that will be used. Their tail is like copper. And tail turns anti-clockwise when they have been shot, when they have been fired. And they go and blow up the nuclear facility in Iran in the desert at the foot of a mountain. And that nuclear facility, since then, I have located it to be Natanz, the Natanz Nuclear Power Station in Iran. Now, recently, about a week ago, the Lord Almighty came and spoke with me about this war again. how Iran was planning that they would have a missile that when the U.S. warplanes come out, the strike aircraft of the U.S. Air Force and Navy come out, they were saying, shoot one missile that can knock down like 5 aircraft at the same time. You shoot one and hit 5 aircraft. They were discussing that. I heard them discussing that. So, in the past few days, I've been preparing to meet leaders from the U.S. to share with them this. But today the Lord, this night, this particular night, Wednesday, April the 2nd, 2025, again, I went down, and in that meeting hall, people gathered, and I was reading to them the Bible. I decided to talk about, I said it's good when I come out like this, we share the word, we open the word. And I was talking about the mystery. Why is it that as they searched the Old Testament, they could see the Messiah coming, but they didn't know how he would come. And so I handled the mystery. And I handled how they knew he would come. Isaiah talked about it, chapter 9, 6, and 7, and many other scriptures. And then that the throne of David, and Daniel saw him coming to do a fight. He would come as a rock that would demolish the statue to establish the kingdom. And that time they were under the oppression of the Roman kingdom, the Roman Empire. So they thought that when it was coming, when it coming to the cross, they knew he was coming to establish the kingdom. That's why in the book of Acts chapter 1, if you read verse 6 to 7, they say, Lord, are you at this time when he resurrected? Are you at this time going to restore the kingdom of Israel? They thought he was going to do it. Because when they read the scriptures and searched the Old Testament, they didn't find anywhere where it's written that there would be a gap, that the Messiah would come and then would point them to the coming age, They thought he would come and form a physical kingdom that they can see with their eyes and destroy their enemies that had colonized them. So I was sharing on that and handling the book of Ephesians and Romans chapter 16, 25 and Matthew 13, 12, 32. I was talking about the mystery. Then I fell asleep. I'll talk about the mystery that admitted the Gentile child and telling them that this mystery is about to come to an end. Then I fell asleep. And the Lord showed me in the night 2 aircraft. There are 2. And they fire. They literally, their fire comes down. Their missiles come down. Oh, that is rapid fire. Like spraying a shower head from one portal, spraying. It looks like they have missiles. They have missile systems in those aircraft that can hit several targets at one point, at one go. And there are 2 aircraft. So they literally spray fire in Iran to the nuclear power station. That war is near now. That war is very near now. Very close. The Iran nuclear war is very near now. Right now, very near. The prophecy I've been giving since 2005. You can imagine how important it is. I gave the prophecy of the Ukraine war that took place. I gave the prophecy of Gaza war took place. The prophecy of war in Sudan, North Sudan, the Sudan, it took place. But this particular one is going to be a game changer. Just today, the Lord showed me the strike aircraft. Those look like the B-1 bombers. I think B-2 bombers. Those are the stealth bombers. And when you check the news, you find that the U.S. has already brought 3 of them to Diego Garcia, the island in the Indian Ocean, where the U.S. has its bases from which it launches its nuclear bombers. The U.S. and the U.K., they maintain a military base in Diego Garcia Island, which is in the Indian Ocean. If you check your news, you find that this war is near. What the Lord has shown me is near. Because they have also brought the mid-air refueling tankers. And they have brought also other, like 10 strike aircraft which are there. And there is one warship which is already in the Gulf. And another one is already moving very fast, approaching, about to arrive. You know, these are nuclear-powered aircraft carriers. So if the Iran nuclear war is just about to happen. And that is the reason when the U.S. elections took place, I specifically decreed that Donald Trump should win the election. Was in touch with them and told them that I've decreed that he would win. That war, the Iran nuclear war, is about to take place. This is very, very serious right now. Already they have brought their bombers, and those bombers are already within the vicinity of the war theater. Right now, in the island of Diego Garcia, the U.S. has brought its assets, and those are nuclear bombers. And only those bombers that they have brought have the capacity. The only three which are there landed now, even from satellite imagery, you can see them. They have the capacity to detonate the underground missile cities that Iran has, and the underground power station, nuclear power station, that you don't see on the surface, that is under the mountain. Only these bombers here, they are called the ghost bombers. They can literally evade any kind of radar system. Only they have specific special missiles that can blow up any underground facility, even under the foot of a mountain. So this is serious. Very serious now. The Iran nuclear war is about to take place. This night, the Lord showed me the strike aircraft war breaking out. It will break out at night. Because I saw the mist, there was darkness, and the missiles were spraying. They were raining down as red missiles, red light, red fire into the Iranian nuclear facility. And in fact, they will target more than one facility. It looks like those aircraft have capacity to do multi-targeting, whereby they can shoot several missiles to hit many targets, multi-targets at the same time, and blow them up. But boy, when that takes place, you check this out. The amount of nuclear material that will explode from those power stations, even the secret bunkers. Now they have all the intelligence, they will them up. This is serious. And the Iranians who are planning, the Lord showed me they were saying they have a missile whereby they can target the aircraft before they leave. When they just leave the aircraft carrier, one missile can hit 5 aircraft. They were talking like that. And I was in the process of going to the U.S. Embassy to share with them this. Very serious. Extremely serious. The Iran nuclear war is about to break out. The U.S. has even moved his assets very close. But this night, the Lord showed me how that war will break out. That means it's about to take place. The Messiah is coming. Let everybody prepare, receive Jesus, and be holy. It's over. Thank you, Todaraba. Boker Tov. Baruch Hashem Adonai.